Hello YouTube! We're going to be doing another quick video just to get through here, teach you guys some more advanced stuff today. This is definitely not a beginner video. This is definitely an advanced Reason tutorial for those of you who use Reason or make Rhythm. This is going to be a little bit more complex. This is maybe not something you start out with, but definitely something good fundamentally to know, or maybe you can learn something with how I work. So first thing I'm going to do is this is my rack, which I'm going to explain in a second. I'm just going to drag an instrument in here. If you drag it in like this, it'll route it. But if you... Okay, cool. And it just broke. Awesome. Good old FL Studio. Alright. Alrighty. So we have this rack here. This is my, personal, this is just my default combinator for when I combine devices. That's just kind of how I like it laid out. I got a big old aesthetically pleasing interface to look at. We have our instrument here. If you shift drag, it won't connect anything, so it'll just look like this on the back. It won't have anything routed at all. If you shift drag, that's how you just drag in devices without auto routing it. So like if you just want to put in something like this and you want to use it for the modulators, like if you just want to use modulator A or B, you would shift drag this in under whatever patch you want it to be for. So for sake of this, I'll just auto route this, and then we can drag another one in and shift drag it in, so nothing routed. So now I can use this to drag here and use modulator A for the output of the filter. So we can use that for A or B for the filter, just something like that, just a little bit of sound design processing. Or just a little bit of extra stuff because I don't like using Pulsar, the LFO thing. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Let me look. Yeah, Pulsar. Pulsar dual LFO. I hate using this thing. I just don't like it. It just is clunky, and I don't like the shapes that it has. The shapes from these are way better. So we'll just... Cool. All right, we'll just make this so you can hear it. That's not. All right. So now we have this. What is this? What am I doing? Why are there so many buttons? Why is there a big background? What is this? What does this mean? So all of these are things that you can edit in Combinator. So let me drag in a new Combinator. Unroute this. So we have this here. So this is what normal Combinator rack looks like. So you have your control knobs, you have your switches, and then you have your pitch and mod wheel on here. So you can use these for everything on there. This will auto route to every device you have. This mod wheel is essentially a master one because even though this is not connected to anything, if I move this pitch wheel, if you look up here, it still moves it. So keep that in mind if you're using multiple combinators. Personally, I put everything into one combinator, even if I have multiple devices, and just route them separately. But I mean, by all means, do whatever you wish. It's just, I'm not making your music. So kind of what this is I don't know if people are familiar mainly with Serum, but this would be your matrix. This is where you would assign like macro knobs. That's what these are. These are all just macro knobs. Right now, these control nothing. Right now, these do nothing. So this is probably one of the most useful things that I've ever seen. This is the bypass effects button. So what this does is when you click this, let me move these up so you can see. Look right here at this knob. It sees how this effect is on right now. If I click this, it's bypassed. So it bypasses all of your effects so you can hear just your bass patch, which is really nice. See, so if you don't know if something is wrong, you can figure out like, where is that sound coming from? Is it from my original patch that's giving me a little click, or is it the attack from my patch, or is it one of my effects? And you can find out by pressing this. And you can kind of see, like, it may help you solve a few problems, but I found that it's extremely useful. I loved using this thing. So, yeah, just gave myself a whole bunch of options to use for these. It's a little hard to see, but for me, it's not because I use this every day. But kind of how you use this is you would select the device you want to make a macro knob for. Is you would have Maelstrom, this device right here, and you would go source. The source is what macro knob you want to control the function. So let's say control 1. Control 1. Target. The target is what knob you want control 1 to hit. So let's say I want it on comb. Let's put it on oscillator a motion. Yeah, let's do that. And let's go 690. So this range is also going to be 0 to 127 or 63. So right now I'm at 90, yeah, 16. Okay. So this is just 64 to 63. So we're going to go to, that's just the range of the knob. So if you're here, 63, negative 64. So we're going to go to, let's say 12 and 16. If you hold shift, you can fine tune it as well when you're dragging these, just so if you're like, oh my God, I can't like get it on what I want. My mouse moves too fast. Hold shift, it'll move slower and you'll be less angry at your DAW. So now we've made a macro knob. So now when I control 1, my motion will move. I should drag this down a little bit so you can see better. When I control 1, my motion will move. Yay! We did it! We configured. So something else you can do is if you are bored and have a lot of free time on your hands, you can go in here, and this is how you would add these and customize them. So once you press configure, if you click on something, you can move it. And also you can right click, where is it? You can, oh, my bad, it's right here. This little drop down, you can align things horizontally, vertically, space them out. It'll space it out so things are even. You can add switches, wheels, a run button for MIDI, and the bypass effects button, and then all of your controls. And then if you click on them, you can change, I don't know why it won't let me change the name, but yeah. You can change what the, oh my God, that was terrible. You can change kind of what the actual knob looks like on here. You can change the scale of it, like if it's like a dark or a light, like these little buttons, you can change it to white or black. The text color, where the text is, you can move it to the right or over here. Kind of just however you want to organize it. And then right here, it shows you the thing for the backdrop. You just right click on here and say select backdrop, and you can add your own. And then the dimensions are 3770 by 2070. I'm going to say that again. 3770 by 2070, and that's for the largest one. You can probably just look up somewhere what the other ones are, but I don't know what they are. So let me see if it does anything. Okay, 3770 by 1380. So you can kind of just check and see what it looks like. But yeah, also if you have stuff and you make it smaller, you won't be able to see them. So make sure that you have your unit size set to whatever you want your backdrop to be. But the smallest one that normal people use is not small. I think it's medium. Yeah. Usually something like this or the classic one, and then they'll just kind of do their own thing at the top. So they'll just do, they'll remove editor and they'll just have a couple knobs like right here or here. So. Yay! Reason! I don't know. I think that's all for today's video. I'm not quite sure what else I can go over. Alrighty. Thank you guys for watching. Comments, leave questions. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Let me know guys what you guys want to learn, or if I can show you guys stuff. I think I'm going to do sound design tutorial next. Kind of how I process sounds. But don't copy me too much. You don't want to sound like me. You want to sound like yourself. Goodbye.